Hey y'all, welcome to the Style Chronicles. I thought I would share with you guys my Makeup Forever birthday gift that I received from Sephora through the VIB Beauty Insiders, as well as a 500-point perk that I picked up. It's a Laura Mercier 500-point perk. So let me go ahead and get started. The first step is the Makeup Forever birthday gift, and it's a little sample size of their Smokey Lash or Smokey Extravagant Mascara. This has a very unique wand. It's really chunky at one end and really thin at the other end, which is nice because you can get those little lashes on the bottom a lot easier and then use the bigger one for the outer lashes. So that's really pretty. And then this is the lipstick. It's one of the Rouge Artiste lipsticks. Rouge Artiste Natural in number 9. I believe it's called Rose or Rose something. I don't know why I want to say that's what it's called. Maybe it's not called anything. But this is this color, and it's really pretty. Not a color I would choose for myself, of course, but very pretty nonetheless. I love the way these smell, and I like the formulation. They're very smooth, very pretty on the lips, so I like that a lot. Okay, so that was my little birthday gift from Sephora. It's just cute. It's just so cute. My husband's like, they're so little. I'm like, yeah, but it's cute. It's just adorable. Let me get a wipey, or not a wipey, but a napkin really quick so I can wipe this off. And you can see my washing machine's open. My kids' backpacks. Okay, so this is the Sephora Beauty Insider 500-point Laura Mercier Beauty Perk, and it has a bunch of really neat things in it. I will share with you guys. Oh, I'll put that in there. I picked up a Glam Glow, one of the mud masks, and I just threw it in there. But here it is, and it's got the foundation primer in Radiance, and I like their foundation primer. That was the first primer that I ever used, was the Laura Mercier primer, and that's kind of where I started to incorporate primers into my routine. And the Radiance has a little bit of a radiant glow to it, like a luminescent glow to it, so I'm excited to try this one because I only have ever used the regular primer. And then the Tinted Moisturizer, and this is the shade Nude. I know they kind of generalize everything, so it's always like a shade or two off for my skin. It's never the lightest, but that's the shade Nude, which I use on my legs. Funny enough, or oddly enough, whenever I get dressed, even if it's just shorts for the summer, and I moisturize my legs, there are a couple of spots that I just like to conceal. And so this is great. And also my dog scratches my legs a lot. He'll jump on my legs and his little claws scratch. And that's how I can tell I've gone too long between nail trimmings. So yeah, we're usually like on the road to Petco that afternoon. But anyway, okay, and this is the Flawless Skin Face Polish, which is just a little kind of exfoliant for your skin, so that'll be nice to try. And then these two, which are really pretty. This is gorgeous. I really typically do not like these little sample colors that they put, but this is a very pretty one. To me, it seems like they always, and by they, I just generalize most makeup companies in general, like especially Clinique, Estee Lauder, and Lancome. They always put the most unwearable, unflattering colors in their freebies or samples, and to me that so defeats the purpose. If I was a makeup brand, I would put a red, like a very rare, wearable red that everybody could wear, a beautiful pink, like a neutral, maybe natural pink, or a nude that everybody would wear. They tend to put these like raisin colors or just a pink that is not something I would ever go for. I don't know, maybe it's just me and I don't like the colors, but typically I don't really care for freebie, you know, sample lipsticks because the colors are just not new. They're nothing, but this is gorgeous. It's called Rose. That's where the rose came from. This was Rose. So it's called Rose, and it is just so pretty. Of course, with Laura Mercier, you really can't go wrong with any of their shades. They're all beautiful. So here's this one. And it's just a very pretty gloss with a little bit of pigment that I would have chosen for myself. Had I been shopping for these. Isn't that pretty? It's just really pretty. It's a really pretty kind of raspberry pink, and I think that's great for spring and summer. So there's that one, and it's, like I said, in the shade Rose. And to go with it, the Laura Mercier highlight in 01, which I was excited about because that matches me perfectly. It's 01, so it's the lightest. And it is this beautiful shade. It is, I can't talk, this beautiful shade of kind of a cream highlight. There's not really any gold. It's more pearl than anything else. But here that is next to that right there. And then of course blended out, it would look more like this. And I love that. It's just, it gives you a very, very pretty glow. Gorgeous for the top of your cheekbones. It also would be great for like an inner corner highlight and up here as just a highlight to your, you know, everyday look. So yeah, I think it's gorgeous. And then I've always taken to highlighting above my lip, and I'll do that really quick. Just adding a little pop right there, and I think it's so pretty. And you can do this down your nose and across, and then your cheekbones, and just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So just thought I would share with you guys what I picked up from Sephora for my birthday. I also picked up some other things, but I'll do a haul on those. Those were the things that I actually, you know, purchased. They weren't the little freebies. I thought I would share with you guys. Like I said, the 500 point perk from Laura Mercier and the Makeup Forever birthday gift this year. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye. Oh, on my face, I've got the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in C15, MAC Pro Longwear in W15, Benefits Rockstar or Rockateur Blush. On my lids, I've got the Lorac Pro Palette, the Neutral Pro Palette, and it's taupe, cream, sable, nude, and a little bit of the darkest brown. I think it's espresso. And that's it. And then, of course, on my lips right now, the Laura Mercier Rose Lip Gloss. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching. On my fingers, I've got Essie's Vanity Fairest nail polish. It's about time to take it off. I painted them last week, so yeah, it's about time to come off. But they're really just a very pretty, basic neutral. So thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.